the common mistakes that ruined my build in Ragnarok Origin Global, and I wish I'd known them sooner so you don't make the same ones. Progress in this game is super critical, especially if you're F2P, and this guide will help whether you're starting fresh on a new server like Ragnarok Origin Classic or just want to fix your current character in Ragnarok Origin Global. If you're a veteran, you might already know some of these. Drop a comment if anything here raises an eyebrow. It's pretty clear that Ragnarok Origin Global leans heavily on pay-to-win. Top-up icons are everywhere, and pop-ups with irresistible offers keep showing up every time you progress, such as weapon refines, enchantments, upgrades, and more. In the early game, it doesn't feel too different since everyone's on the same level. But as you reach late game, F2P players will struggle to catch up, and if you don't spend your resources wisely, you'll fall behind fast. I've been playing this game for over a year as a low spender, and honestly, you can't miss events if you want to stay competitive. The most critical part? You might have all the materials for progression, but if you spend them the wrong way, you simply won't be able to compete effectively. Let's cut to the chase. I make videos about games I enjoy, and usually the real fun for me comes from exploring all the weird and unexpected stuff in-game. If that's your vibe too, hit that subscribe button and join the fun. First of, focusing too much on PvP stats. Compromising PvE. You cannot have all the good stuff if you cannot survive or finish a dungeon. Yes, you may have friends who can carry you, but it's hard to rely on them all the time. At the end of the day, you started this game alone, you will play alone as well at some point in this game. Early game, you won't feel this. But on late game, many dungeons will be available for you as you progress, such as Glory Ladder, Anima Dungeon, Temple of Nightmares, and Team Dungeon runs, which stats alone won't help, because even if you got good damage score, PvE stats will determine your survivability. On higher floors or higher difficulty, there are PvE stats levels you should reach that determines your final damage.
Oh my God!
And the basic analysis here, you cannot have the good gears if you cannot complete these, hence affecting your way to increase your PvP gears and materials. While it may be hard to balance your PvP and PvE stats, you should keep some stuff that will enhance your PvE too. For example, if you got good stats and a fix for PvE in Nexus Engine, keep that and create a preset for PvE even on early game. Second, race reductions and bonus is as important as PvP stats. This part hit me big time. As a Royal Guard user, I've always prioritized vitality, high HP, and PvP damage reduction. I thought that was already enough, especially back in the Paladin days, when the sacrifice build was meta, and high amount of HP is just enough. I assumed that having a good PvP reduction score would basically invalidate reductions from size. Turns out I was wrong. Right now my PvP reduction is about average on the server, but my race reduction is very low, way below average compared to my in-game friend. We even did some damage testing, and honestly, I was disappointed at how this loophole completely broke through my defense. Third, invested too much on titles as an F2P or low spender. Once you reach the Odin's Blessing title, basically the end of the F2P road. To upgrade further to Wind's Messenger, you need to spend Nyans, the in-game currency. The upgrade requires a Crest of the Sun, which costs King's tokens worth 3,000 Nyans, and that's pretty expensive. Because of this, don't prioritize buying or upgrading titles every time you get the chance. Instead, focus on upgrading your feathers first. If you still have extra resources after that, then you can consider upgrading your title. Titles do play an important role in dealing and receiving damage, but in my opinion, it's better to invest in more progressive items like Light and Dark or Time and Space feathers, or similar upgrades. Otherwise, you'll eventually hit a wall unless you're willing to spend. Doram Explorations can be level up even max affinity. Is it just me? Bro, I've been playing this game for over a year, and I finished Doram Exploration really early on. I had no idea you could keep leveling up Doram Exploration just by giving more gifts to Doram NPCs, even when their affinity is already maxed. Look at how many stats I missed all this time. So here's the tip. When you max out a Doram's affinity, don't stop giving them gifts. You can keep feeding them to increase your Doram Exploration level and gain more stats all the way up to level 100. 5th, all I knew before was increase defense and you're good. But no, this game has something called raw defense. Raw defense is what the game actually uses when calculating damage against an enemy's ignore defense stat. This determines how easily enemies can break through your defense. Even if you have a high defense score, the game recalculates it into raw defense. That's why you need to look at your equipment physical defense and how it's affected by equipment physical defense percentage. The calculation looks like this. So what's the issue here? You don't need to stack too much defense if you're already tanky. Like in my case. I was using the Aether Cornutus card, which increases physical defense and magic defense by percentage. But when I switched to the Tau Gunka Illusion card, which reduces physical defense and magic defense by 10%, I still ended up with the same raw defense as when I was using Aether Cornutus. The bonus? I get to enjoy the huge HP percent boost from Tau Gunka, which is very helpful for the Royal Guard class, while maintaining the same raw defense. Veteran players, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Drop a comment below. 6th, I didn't rush my Nightingale Echo to level 50. This was one of my biggest surprises when my guildmate shared that he got this rare affix from Nightingale Echo. A rare affix gives additional stats, and you can only get it by leveling your Nightingale Echo to level 51 plus. That's where I fell behind. I'm currently level 47, by the way, so don't make the same mistake I did. I didn't buy items to level this up because I thought that once you already had the set effect, you were good. Make sure you buy all the Nightingale feathers and marks to level it up. Lastly, Smeldon Cogwheels should be bought as priority too. This one might be costly, but it cost me more by not prioritizing it. I thought low-weight Smeldons only came from combining. But no, you can also get the chance of getting low weight by just purchasing things such as in a points shop or events shop. I still have one low-weight Smeldon, while others have finished their sets. Prioritize this early to save frustration later. Ragnarok Origin offers a lot of character progression, and in my opinion, most of it is very accessible to those who can really pay in-game. When I started playing, my goal was to relive the nostalgia of the original Ragnarok in a modern way. The game delivered, but it lacked freedom. Like, why can't a knight wield an axe? There are certain builds and stats you need to follow to boost damage, and I find it stressful at times, because I really enjoy exploring. Anyway, I've posted some videos around build guides if you want to learn more. I play Royal Guard class, so if you're planning to make one, check it out in the link. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of this. See you in the next video.